Hey guys, Justin here coming at you with another unboxing video. This one is huge. Huge! This is probably the biggest Amazon box I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure it's the biggest one I've ever seen. So this is actually from Spider Farmer, and this is going to be an all-in-one kit. Tent, ventilation, light, everything that you need to get set up. So let's get into this box. This thing's huge, so let's just go ahead and we'll do one of these. All right, well, there's another box in a box because it's Amazon. So let's do it again. All right, so now we've got more boxes inside the big box, inside the other box. Now we've got more boxes, but we do have some other stuff out here now, some of the accessories. So one more time, let's open it up. All right, there we go. Finally got things out of the box here. So let's take a look at what we actually have inside this big ass box. Got a bunch of accessories, got some pots, got a filter, got a fan. Of course, we've got a light, got the ducting, got netting, got a humidity and temp meter, we got rope ratchets, we got fan clip rings, we got a timer, speed controller, everything. Fabric pots, carbon filter. Underneath there is actually going to be the tent. And we'll get to that later when we get setting this up. This is a full-on kit. It's got the SF1000. It's a 2x2 tent, ventilation, everything all included. All ready to rock. This is going to be awesome. Let's get this set up and ready to go. All right, guys, we are back. We've got it all set up. It looks really, really great. It's a little bit smaller than our other Spider Farmer tents here. We got the 4x4 over here, and then the 2.5 by 4.5 here, and then this is the 2x2 by 5, so 5 feet tall. Here's the fan and filter kit. Now the way I'm setting it up, there's multiple ways you can set it up. There's actually still a ton of the hose left over. Hose, still, they gave you 25 feet. I only used like a foot or so. So there's still tons left over and many ways that you can hook this up, but this is how I like doing it. There is one more thing that you will need to get, which is an intake filter for that right there, which all that is just a smaller version of this. Just ties on. You get this on Amazon. It's on my Amazon store. Get the 4-inch version, they're pretty cheap. And then you put that on the intake there, and then you're sucking out through this fan, sucking out here and blowing out through the carbon filter. So it's still filtering, but instead of sucking, it's blowing through the carbon filter. So you need to filter the inside, not the outside. That's why I've taken off the outer filter, just for greater airflow. So that's how that's set up. A couple other things to note about this with your light tight double hood vents. Make sure your top one is as far up as you can get it, so that you can put the one inside as far down as you can get it, so that you get each hole kind of offset so you don't get light leaks. That's the best way to do it. And for the ones that you're not using, I curl the one up inside, and then I close the outer one and fold it in. So just some little tips there. This one I still need to close up on the inside. And then with the vents, I just pull the bottom off, and then instead of sticking it on normal like you would, just bring it in a little bit and stick it just kind of crooked so that the middle sticks out. And if you do that on both sides, a little bit crooked at the bottom, then you get a nice little light tight vent where nothing's going to get in. So I've got that on all the sides. Another thing that I did in hooking this directly to this, I like doing it that way, but you can have hose in between this, and then you could put that somewhere else, or put the fan on the wall. There's so many different options that you can do, because they do give you a lot of the ducting. But this, I had to use duct tape. That's why I got my duct tape here. So I duct taped this first, and then I put the clamp around it. And since the duct tape is all on this side mostly, and just a little bit here, I put the clamp on the fan side just to kind of hold the duct tape on. And so that's gonna, actually it's really tight. A lot tighter than it was just trying to put the clamp around this, because this just doesn't clamp down very hard. You have to put something over it and clamp it on. But this is gonna work great. And then we've got the SF1000 that it comes with the driver. We got the dimmer. They are daisy chainable. It comes with the netting. I laid the netting out and the pots, so you can see the 4 plants there fill the tent. Of course, you'll want to flower them really early. 4 plants in a 2x2 is not a lot of space. And then we got the humidity and temperature, and then the timer, of course. Then I hooked up the fan speed controller over here. We can kick that on. I'll put that on high. So now that's going. Back here, sucking out. And yeah, this thing is legit. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. It would make a really nice starter tent for somebody just trying to start out really super low wattage, because this is like a 100 or so watt light. Or a veg tent. That's another thing you could do. A nice little veg tent, because it's not a taller one, so it is nicer to have these tall ones for flowering, that's for sure. But this will work for veg or some smaller flower plants. And then I do have my my test meter, my brand new test meter that shows spectrum and PPFD. So let's take some readings. We'll go from the center. I did put this at 14 inches. Was kind of the sweet spot that I put it at here. So let's and that's 14 inches off the top of the pots. Take our reading. 592, and you can see the spectrum makeup. We got a peak at 660, another one at 740. Got some big blue peak, lots of red, orange. No UV really, no major UV. This meter's kick-ass though. So you can definitely flower in the middle with that. Let me check like the middle of each pot here. $363. Not great for flower. Check this one. $358. $393. And $413. So very, very similar readings in the middle there. So you could flower if you really just wanted to kind of mess around and do something with it, or maybe lower it down a little bit, but then you're not going to get very much coverage on the outside. But you could do quite a few different things if you wanted to flower. I think this would be best used as a really nice veg setup to supply something like a 4x4 or the oversized 2x4. I think this would be great for that. Really, really good. It's a slick setup. You've got your carbon filter on there in case you do want to flower. Some plants are stinky even in veg though. So if you got one of those stinky veg plants, there you go. Here's a good look at the tent all zipped up here. Nice looking tent. It's got the window on the front. I don't really use that a lot because it's Velcro all the way around, so you got to really push it to make sure that you don't have any light leaks. So I usually just get it on there good and leave it. But you can do what you want. If it's a veg tent, hell, just leave it open all the time. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it's a slick looking tent. Matches the other ones here. I hear they're going to change to all black pretty soon though. So that'll be cool too. Hell yeah. But overall, this is a pretty sweet kit, man. Check out the discount code below and the link. Spider Farmer's been killing the game. Killing the game. And these are my two personal tents that I use. You can get those on the Amazon store as well. Discount code JustinTime2 currently. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this unboxing, guys. This thing's kick-ass. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to enjoy this tent setup. And until next time, happy growing.